Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Draw with T. Today we're doing something a little different here. You notice I don't have my sketchbook, I have markers instead. Yes, I am doing a product review, imagine that. So, let's talk about these are basically dollar store alcohol markers. Got them from Dollarama, they cost $3.50 before tax, $3.50 Canadian. So you get 6 markers for $3.50. These are alcohol markers, and that is an amazing deal. A single Copic marker costs I can get a Copic marker for a single one for $7 at my local art store, and that's with a discount because I went to art college, and apparently spending thousands of dollars on your education means you get a petty little 5% off or whatever when you go into art stores. There are apparently 2 sets of these. There's 2 different colors. They're by Craft, which is just some generic brand. Good luck trying to find these on the internet. I did a little search to see if these appear anywhere on Amazon or anything. Can't find them. I think they just existed in Dollarama. They buy some generic markers, slap some random logo on it, and bam, there you go. But anyways, there were 2 sets. There was pastels and dirt colors. Sorry, earth tones. I don't know why I said dirt colors. So yeah, there was this pack, and then there was a classic rainbow pack. I actually really wanted that rainbow pack. I don't really need the rainbow colors. This one is probably a bit more possibly useful in my collection. I didn't ever expect to get these. When I heard that these existed, it was already months past. I just happened to buy the very last one that I think will ever be in stores ever, unless they bring them back, and I hope they bring them back because these are alcohol markers. Not that you would know from the packaging, because I don't think anywhere here, let me see, nowhere here does it say that these are alcohol markers. The only reason that I know that and that I say that is because I have seen a couple other people on YouTube review these, and they have called them alcohol markers. I don't know how they knew it. They heard it from other people. Obviously, word got out because these things were sold out and gone. And yeah, I've already seen some reviews of people that have tested these, swatched them. I actually haven't seen anybody mix them with some other brand, so we're gonna be doing that. I keep getting ahead of myself here. So let's open these up and let's just start pulling these out. Hang on, you see that? There's a massive crack in the marker. What? Does the inside of the cap just come off? Okay, these are obviously cheap. What is with that crack, though? I'm a bit scared. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear, but this is the inside of the barrel. We are seeing the inside of the barrel. I apologize, the autofocus is not cooperating. I guess I'm gonna have to manual focus this for you guys. So the whole barrel just came out. Okay. This wasn't in the reviews, but at least the cap is staying on in that one. Okay. I got a bit of scrap paper here. I have a feeling this is gonna be dead. Wow, who could have guessed that? Check now are the other ones. Oh God! Ugh. That shouldn't have been so hard. Well, that one at least works. We'll do some proper swatching later. Wow. Not broken, not broken, not broken, not broken. Okay, that one came off. Okay, wow, okay, maybe it was the last one for a reason. You know, maybe somebody returned it. Dollarama's receipts once, and it says no return. So you know what I'm gonna do with this guy? I'm gonna pause the video, or I'll maybe show you guys. I know a trick for rehydrating these markers. I'm gonna see if I can at least rehydrate this nib enough that we could see the color it could have been, and if I can actually rehydrate some life out of it, I might even go as far as to super glue and tape the barrel. Okay guys, and I am back. So I have the rubbing alcohol. I believe you need 99% for this, or maybe it's 90 or more. I cannot confirm that. If you just look up online, rehydrating alcohol markers with alcohol, you will get the information you need properly. I didn't plan on doing this, so unfortunately I don't have the numbers with me, and I also have a glass. So you just take your rubbing alcohol and you're gonna, and then basically you're just gonna pour this into this, and then I'll show you a side view. We're just gonna soak the marker, only pour in a little bit, just enough to get into the nib. All right, there, that should be enough. Okay, and then you basically just let the marker sit for, I believe it says, or I've been heard, 15 or so minutes. Near the end, we'll come back and see if anything happens. I don't think it's gonna, but if I can at least show you guys the color, I can maybe find another marker to kind of show you what it probably would have looked like. But I'm gonna put this off to one side. Okay, let's get back on with the review. So I've got here, I'm just gonna grab a random one, Prisma, Spectrum, and a Copic, whatever you want to call them. So these are the only 3 brands of alcohol markers that I have. Unless these join the roster, then I'll have 4. Yeah, so let's just do a quick size comparison here. How do they stack up? Yeah, so, you know, they're both the same size. These have, of course, as we've kind of seen, oh gosh, I picked the marker that requires strength to pull. So they've got a chisel tip, right? That there. And a little nib. So these are very, very old Prisma colors. I do have a few new ones, but this is back when they only had the tiny bullet nib, which this is honestly very comparable to. I don't really use the bullet nib. Prisma colors are really the only ones I use the bullet nibs of, and that reason being is they have the chonkiest chonky chisel tips you've ever seen. I am used to using these at this point in my life. I can happily continue to somehow manage with them. I know most people can't work with them though. Let's compare it to the Spectrum. So again, to the Spectrum's nib, pretty comparable. I mean, it's a bullet nib, you know, there's not really much to say. Most other brands have a chisel tip like this, which is very comparable to this, and I'm still getting used to these thin, actually usable, sane chisel tips, although, you know, chisel tips are still hard to use. Most people prefer sketch Copics, very thin one, small one, compared to this. And then, of course, the thing everybody loves, including me, well, I love it quite a bit, is the brush end. So yeah, honestly, this is what I want in a marker. I want a chisel tip for the big filling and, you know, the brush tip. But yeah, so this is the ends we've got. Pretty standard. Sheet markers only seem to have chisel tips and bullet tips. So yeah, that's the tips. So let's do some swatches. Okay, I've just got a bit of scrap paper here. It's the back of the D&D sheet. Don't mind it. Of our 5 remaining colors, let's just go through it, make some swatches. So let's see, first one here, this is Burnt Sienna. Oh yeah, it's quite like an alcohol marker. Yeah, Rose Pastel Pink things. Oh yeah, that's a lot darker than I was expecting it. Okay, now this character sheet thing's gonna be a bit of a problem. Vert Bronze Green? Oh, is there like a bit of... Oh, okay, I apologize. Rose Pastel Pink. Okay, so it's kind of like a combination of English and French. This one feels a little dry. I don't know. Warm Gray. Could always use a warm gray or two. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, okay, that is a gray that is less warm and just more joyous, jolly, and cheerful anytime it sees anybody. That's just not that. It's just not that. Pastel Peach. Oh, yeah, that's a nice kind of skin tone. Shouldn't really be doing it over that. I apologize. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I like these. These are nice, yeah. Yeah, and of course, in terms of staining on regular paper, which is kind of a reason that I decided to do it here, it's exactly what I'd expect from a marker. In fact, you know, I had 3-ply, and it even managed to soak through a little bit of that. They're alcohol markers. In fact, let me do a sniff test. Alcohol markers are notorious for having a stank to them. Oh yeah, that's actually, you know, as far as alcohol markers go, that one actually smells kind of nice. I wouldn't advise that you sniff them, but you know, there are some brands, some markers where I crack it open and it smells like something has kind of died in there, or chemicals. This kind of hard to describe, almost like a overripe fruit smell, a pungent fruit that has gone a bit too ripe. So I am going to grab some actual kind of nice stocky paper. I'm going to be blending some of these colors with some of the colors that I have, and we're going to see. I know a lot of people basically in their reviews done art with just their set of these, not these, just these. I unfortunately have 5 of 6 markers, but I think a lot of people are, you know, if you buy these, you are going to use these with these. If, you know, even if you buy these and start off, in theory, if you come to love alcohol markers, you're going to acquire these, and, you know, let's put them to the test and see how they blend. Let's do a quick blend test amongst them. You guys don't hear it in my videos, but I'm actually can be quite lyrical when I'm doing art. If you guys don't know how to use alcohol markers, apparently this is the trick. You put your one color on, you put your next color on, you go back as kind of quickly with your other one, and bish bang bosh, you kind of have a blend. You can then kind of further your variation by, you know, how much ink you put down. It's a little bit hard because these tones aren't quite right, but you know, there you go. You kind of get an idea. You can kind of color shift between them. Let's lay down some light peach. I like to lay down my lightest color kind of enough to kind of soak the page in the area. That way, you know, and I like to work fast. Oh, yeah. I'm actually now very curious. Are these basically the same color? Well, I guess the other one is a little darker. Am I using the chisel tip of this guy? I don't remember. No. Use this. The sketch tip's kind of nice because you can kind of sketch it in. But you can still do it kind of with a chisel. You just, you know, a little rough. So there you go. You know what? I know this is very subtle looking a swatch. Quite happy with that. Quite impressed. I'm less impressed with the make of it and the fact I got a cracked one. Like, okay, I know it was just $3.50, but guys, it was also $3.50. Okay, where's lime peel? There's lime peel. Gotta say, these old Prismas, they don't make them quite like this anymore. These old ones, the outer wrapping, the sticker, could also be highly inaccurate. And can we blend it out? You know, I think it works. That's kind of the thing with markers. I'm no pro with markers. I'm no pro with color. Let's do one more. Let's do another one just amongst the brand. Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot pink. Oh god. Ugh, okay. The caps are also a bit much. I'm not gonna close that one because I might need it again. Let's try bullet nib. Yeah, it's the bullet nib's the bullet nib. Can we make some magic here? Probably not with the bullet nib. Guys, let me know if you want to see me do some more kind of product reviews, whether that's literally new stuff I get, or if you'd like me to go through some old stuff I have and just kind of play around with it, show it, talk about it. Let me know. 'Cause I'm kind of having fun doing this. I wouldn't be able to do it as often as I do my other videos, just because, again, time. Like I said, I work right now I'm working literally 7 days a week. And tangent aside, I actually like that. Okay, that is cool. You know what, guys? Let's check in on our other guy, eh? Ooh, guys. It's gonna be a bit hard to see. In fact, I don't even know if you can see in there. Yes, you can see that. That's ink. Oh, so green. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm kind of excited because that usually means it's gonna have something. Oh, we got something out of it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I love this trick. Yeah, so this is about like the result you get right now. This was soaking in there for maybe 30-ish minutes. This honestly has me kind of wanting to fill this end. Oh my god. Oh my god. Basically, well, you know what? Here. if you were wondering, if you wanted a review where you saw the inside of this is basically it. It's some kind of core that has gone very light on that side. I was gonna say I'm gonna like try and refill the barrel and then see if I can like glue and tape the barrel. It might mean sacrificing this end. But I don't really use the bullet nib all that often. You can get a bullet kind of effect with a chisel, especially a thin chisel like this. Like, good gosh. So I can understand if you can't make this chonky chonker dance around like a fine ballerina, fine tip, fine liner. But this, you can. I'm gonna put that back in there to soak a little. Decide what I'm gonna do with that later. But this is actually odd because I nipped off to see, remind myself what color this was in most people's reviews, and it wasn't this. A lot of they all seem to show this sort of this. Let me see if I can find it here. One of these. Oh, manual focus. Yeah. So kind of in this range here. This is what they got, and it was a cool gray. It was like nowhere near as blue as this cap would lead you to believe. Oh, I gotta here. Yeah, not this at all. More like this, but I might have just brought forth the actual nature of that, and I'm actually excited. You're actually, well, unless I color correct this, you're actually seeing this as bluer than I am, but I am seeing that as a delicious blue, man. That would go nice in my collection. Oh ho ho. Okay, so let's wrap this up. If you happen to be a Canadian person or near a Dollarama, you may have a time machine, because that's what might be required for this, definitely pick these up. See if you can get the other pack. Are you a person who is wanting to get into alcohol markers, but you don't want to spend, $7 Canadian after a discount on a Copic? You could probably get like 12, and it would still be less than this one marker. I would highly recommend these. Unfortunately, I honestly think that they are gone, the way of the dinosaurs. But if you see this packaging, the packaging for the rainbow ones is different. So keep an eye out. Just look for craft double-ended markers, the most vaguest term ever. If you do see them somewhere, let me know in the comments. And I mean that, because I would like to get these, and 12 colors isn't enough to really work with, but it's enough to figure out if you even like it, without you having to buy a huge collection of Copics, Prismas, Spectrums, or anything. These are honestly on par. Yeah, my final thoughts: buy these if you find them. They're actually quite fun. I wish I'd found the other one, and I wish I hadn't had a cracked one. Otherwise, yeah, have a good day. Like, comment, and subscribe, and please let me know if you want to see more of these. It was actually quite fun to do. And see you later.